Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here with an updated watch list video going into midweek. Well, we're actually midweek going into the end of the week. A week before the so-called historical Santa Claus Rally. Now, what exactly is the Santa Claus Rally? A lot of people think it's the time leading up to Christmas, but that is incorrect. And I've been discussing this all week, and our good friend Jeff Hirsch, his father, Yo Hirsch, is the inventor of the Christmas, the saying, the Santa Claus Rally, from way back in the day. I won't even go back. I think it was 1972. We might have published it for the first time. And it consists of the last trading days of the year, the last 5 trading days of the year and the first couple of trading days of the new year, give or take a day or two. Usually I always say it's the day after Christmas, the first trading day after Christmas. Some people might be saying it might be starting at the end of this week. So today we had a nice little rally. And there's also, and I'll put out some charts with this video so you could just kind of look at some of the levels that we're at, including with the video. Now you can see this is a jumbled mess of lines and stuff, but if we zoom in here, each one of these lines means something, and we trade a lot off of them. We recently came down and we closed this gap, went back here to November 10th gap, and that's where we came down to, and this is our circle where we're interested in, or that square. Anytime we have a square or a circle on the screen, we want to pay attention to these zones. So we actually came down to that zone, got oversold on the daily, got oversold on the hourly, and we started to move back up off of this. So it was actually quite a good level. I had 38.18 as my target on the pullback. As you can see, we came down to 38, a little bit underneath that, but we pretty much chopped right around that line. That was that line right there. And we got above it, and now we're consolidating above it. Now we're going into Thursday tomorrow, and then Friday, and then Christmas over the weekend. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything for you out there, whoever's celebrating. January is a big month in the markets. We have what's called the January effect. We have the January indicator. We have the Santa Claus Rally. We have a lot of things. The first 5 days of January, as goes the markets. So we're going to be talking a lot about that on the watch list that goes out on Friday to the members. This is just an update for tomorrow, and just kind of get you up to date on what we're looking for tomorrow. So we did have that 60-minute time frame. We are extended here. If people are going to be focused on the Santa Claus Rally, I would actually almost think that we can continue to see a little upside tomorrow and going into Friday, and then prepare ourselves for that nice push on next week. Now Monday, the market's going to be closed because the holiday does fall on Sunday. So we will move that holiday to Monday. So Tuesday we'll open up, and that's usually a good sign too. We should have a nice pop on Tuesday, unless there's some serious news out there that kind of affects the market. I like that the daily is oversold. I also talk about our divergence indicator. We had 18 divergences on the S&P 500 today. 18 divergences. I want to clean up this chart soon. Let's get rid of some of these lines here and make it a little cleaner. I want to try to keep this video short also. All right, cleaned it up a little. The $1 million question is, do we take out October lows after the beginning of the year? A lot of people are betting that we retest, or at least retest, maybe even go a little bit lower. Lots of times the market likes to do that just to confirm technically a bottom, or feel a little bit better on the price. The PE of the overall market still need to come down. As we see, most of the tech stocks are still seem to be stuck in the mud. So this is our bounce we have right now. We have the Santa Claus Rally in front of us. We're going to be very busy tomorrow, Friday, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's going to be super, super busy. So feel free to come to Day Trading Radio and trade with us live. All right, we're there each day. I'm there at 7:30, and we're trading the pre-market trades. We had some great trades this week. Let's kind of go over what some new stocks we're in and what we're looking at. So let me just go back. Let me see what we have. All right, the big one on the day is we were holding the MDGL, not on the day, on the week, the MDGL. We were holding this down in that $55 to $60 area, waiting for results to come out on the phase 3 trial for their liver drug. And as you can see, this is one of the biggest pops I've ever had in a stock. Over 100 points, we got that. So I ended up taking profits on the first pop at $202 or $200 from $60. All right, it continues to move up. It's at $285 now. I wouldn't be surprised to see it hit $300, but pretty much the trade is done there. Now, throughout this time, we were trading in and out. I started buying going into this week, into the weakness this week. I ended up buying what's called the TNA calls, or the Russell, leverage Russell. TNA is actually the small cap 3 times bullish ETF, meaning that the Russell goes the let me bring that up here too. IWM. All right, you can see very similar. This is what we like. The IWM, which is the Russell 200 benchmark index. Like it here because you know why? Small caps tend to lead in January. So we buy the weakness coming into this, where we put the circle. Whenever you go to my charts and you see my charts here and you see a circle on it, that means that circle went in there real time. This is where we got our IWM. I ended up taking the leverage trade on there, and I bought the options on it, the TNA, which is a little bit more aggressive because I like that setup, and you can see the nice move on that. All right, so we took profits today, and I had a nice little pop. Now, I would like to get back in this, push it out a little bit further, and take advantage of the potential January effect. We also bought some. I ended up picking up some Amazon down here. Now, Amazon is one of my, I would like to hold this, even though I have this going out. I have the December 30 calls, 84 calls. We're up about $100 on it. I only bought a call here. And, you know, I like the level down here. I wouldn't even mind seeing some capitulation in this market and flush us out of most of these channels. And when I say channels, support lines here. The November low, the December low, we're kind of on this. A lot of tech stocks have been beaten down and destroyed. Amazon, of course, is one of them. Google, all these stocks. The valuations were still pretty high, and they're all trading down here. So if we had any type of, any type of what we call capitulation, or a little bit more selling, or a breakdown, especially with the Amazon, and we break down through this level, I want to be buying this, buying regular shares on this. Right now I'm in the options. Like I said, we're up nice on it. I'd like to see this perform well into the Santa Claus Rally. Maybe a push back up to 90. All right, that's what was my kind of look at that. All right, some other ones we picked up this week. ET, NB. Now this one here continues to push. We picked up right above $11, $11.19, and this one got hit on the news of this other liver drug that did so well. So this one also has a liver drug, and it actually sold off because the other one came up. But that was just a sell-off that should not have happened, and we could see that it came back strong. So seeing it came back strong, when anything takes out the recent highs, we want to jump into it. So we took out the recent highs, we got into it, and now we're riding a little bit higher and about to take profits on it. We ended up selling, let's see here, the TNA, added to the TNA. YRT, let's see here, here's one right now. YTRA. Now, this one had some, I'm looking at this, during the day, we're looking at some of the cheaper stocks. I like the stocks that are trading sometimes. Not too cheap. I don't like the real penny stocks that are like 11, 12, 13 cents. But I like stocks that are over $1 to $3. It seems to be really good. And then we can look at the consolidation. If they seem to come off of a good level and they seem to be consolidating off of those levels, they tend to move higher. Now, the other day, this one had rumors of a buyout. Don't know much about it. I ended up picking up a little just to be in it, all right? So I am in this one at 269. It's 258. Not much going on. It's not an exciting one. I don't know much about it, but it does have room of a breakout, a buyout on that. LASE here, LASE. started a position on this out of the pennant formation that was forming this morning. It did get a little pop. I didn't take it off. I'm still holding it. It's drifted back down. Let me tell you something about these cheap ones. If we get up in the morning, the early morning pennant formations are typically really good and usually get these nice little pops. But if you don't take it off, there's a good shot that these things kind of rotate back down. Now, I don't have a big position in here at all. It's just 200 shares just to kind of, I like to put money in it just to be in it and force myself to watch it and get a couple, lots of times you'll see these things move 30 to 40 cents or 50 cents and you make up fast $100 trades here and there and you can just take it off. But this one here, just to kind of update you on my position, just holding 200 and seeing what's going to happen with that. Everyone's watching the Viru. First time I'm back in it in a long time, Viru. Picked up Viru this morning at $4.84. I was trying to get it down to about $4.50. I don't think I had the patience. So I ended up getting in. It's actually up nice. It's moved up. You know what? They have a few drugs still in their pipeline. This one got hit on the AdCom news of their COVID drug, which I expected that. Honestly, I wasn't too bullish on that AdCom drug, and I figured if we got a gap down here, it would be a buying opportunity. Now it's been chopping around here for a while, so a good while. So I'm just starting to now get in it again. I think the most of the selling's out of it. There is a couple lawsuits on it. It's not the best one, but we are starting to make some money on this. I'm just in it today at $4.84. Trading at 508. Like to see some positive news on it and just sell it and just take that money off. We did sell the TNA today. I mentioned that. We made $114 off of those two contracts. And then new positions today, new HPS positions. You'll see those go out on the HPS watch list. That it's going to come out on Friday. But the Bank of America. It's not the perfect divergence, but I follow Bank of America. I follow a lot of these, again, quality names. What we like on this is the rotation. I do get a signal as a divergence signal. And again, the last couple times we had this, it was a real perfect divergence here. And you can see the nice move. Then we had another divergence signal here and another big move. And I was kind of measuring out. We just got a divergence signal here. And maybe this is the beginning of a bigger move. All right. So I picked up some February calls on this. 34 calls. I paid $1.17 for them. I think they're a pretty good price. We'll see what happens. On that. And that was the action for today. I am holding some other stuff. Of course, my Haynes is not, here's one that's not really performing good, but I am standing by this because I like the level down here. It just hasn't moved yet, the Haynes brands. 584 gives a big dividend. I think it was up to a 10% dividend. They might cut that dividend. But I'm watching this down here. If we had any good candle reversal type of thing, that's the time to get in. It is in a kind of a falling channel here. It's oversold. Expect something to happen out of this very soon. It just hasn't happened in the last couple of days. So I'm keeping a close eye on that one. Let's see here. Our DWAC, which I am, one of the few things I am short is the DWAC. That was working for us. It's still chopping around that $18 level. It was down almost to under 17 earlier this week. Some other cheapies here, the RIGL. And again, certain stocks this one had a nice run. We're still in profitable territory on this. I don't want to give back this one too much. I might actually take profits. We'll see if we get a little bounce on this. You can see it actually came off of this. I like the consolidations where we got in, and it's popped up to the 200. Probably was a good level to take it off. It did. It's pulled back a little. I'm still up on it. Nice. Like I said, tomorrow we might take it off. Stocks that I do like here. Again, we'll go into more detail on the HPS watch list, but they are starting to show up. They are starting to show. We had, again, 18 divergences today. I'll go through them real fast, and then we're going to send this watch list on the way. And don't forget, it is Christmas. We do have a nice little Christmas sale going into the new year. I know a lot of people enjoy it. It's on the, let me bring it up here. Coupon code is nuts, N-U-T-S, because it's a great sale. And if you use that coupon code, if you go to Day Trading Radio and apply that to the lifetime membership, you'll see $500 off. Actually, there's just two of those left. So there was two left. N-U-T-S. We only put out a few of them. Paul just updated me. He says there's two left for $500 off. The coupon code is NUTS. So if you want to upgrade to a lifetime membership or want to get a lifetime membership, head over to Day Trading Radio. Pull down the. Let me see if I could actually show you how to do that fast. Hold on. Now remember, you can be a trial member, you could be a regular member, you could be a life member and get another membership for a friend or a family member for the end of the year. It's really great. You get everything included on your lifetime: the School of Stocks, 2 big educational courses on divergences, and the foundation course. You have the Rockbot channel and the code, the high probability setups with your quality names will give you instantaneous alerts and stuff. Just head to the site. You can check out the tradeometer is for you, and everything. And this is our payment system. This is a great offer right here. The $99 special gives you 3 months. And typically 1 month is $69. Starter program for a year is $5.99. The exclusive lifetime is $14.99. But that gives you everything for life. And if you apply that code to the lifetime, you go there and you apply that code. So you go to the sign up, click on this. Fill out all that stuff and apply the code. You should enter code on the bottom here. You will see $500 off on that price, which is a fantastic. It brings it right down to $9.99, and you're good to go. Which is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So just 2 left there. Now, if you are in the system, you can always go in the system here. Let's go back here for a second.
Report and conference call, Michael Uniform.
Mr. Land here. A lot of history behind Day Trading Radio. So if you're logged into the site, if you've ever been a member or want to come back as a member, just go, log in. If it says, if you want to log in, you go up to if you log in and your membership doesn't work and say, well, you're still in the system, just go to your profile page. It'll give you a link to the profile page. And actually, I want to go back here a second. Sorry. Account page, not the profile page. Account page is on top of your dashboard right here. Account page. And then over here on the right-hand side, select your product, lifetime, and you could get there by that also, right? All-inclusive lifetime for it right there. And you click on that, and you could order that through that level. So different ways you can do it. And if you have any trouble or you want to just talk to us about it, you could email me at ironaction@yahoo.com or Paul RPM at daytradingradio.com, or myself at DTRS at daytradingradio.com. Many ways, or just give us a shout in the chat room. Don't forget we do have that free that trial too you could take. So all right, so that's that on that, and I think I just want to get that out. I want to do a little bit more research, but I want to just talk about the Santa Claus Rally and the video. Well, let me see. Hold on one more second here. All right, he's just updated this today. Small caps lead during the seasonality bullish trading ahead of Christmas. So that's why, again, the TNA is our place to be, or the the Russell, which is a small cap index. Now, for decades we have been tracking the market performance around holidays, and the Stock Trader Almanac 56th edition for 2023 is now on sale. So go over there and get it. Almanac Trader. You can find him. His name is all over the website. You see him on CNBC. He's a good friend of mine, so we get a lot of the information here at Day Trading Radio. And if you go to Almanac Trader on Tumblr, you'll find Jeff, and you can read this article, or you can read it right now with me. All right, so on the H holidays track, Christmas has been one of the most consistently bullish with respectable average gains occurring from 3 days before the day before since 1988. The second day before Christmas, December 22nd this year, has been the most bullish over the past 34 years with the greatest average gains and the highest frequency advantage. That means that is tomorrow, people. That is tomorrow, right? Or is it Friday? No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's the most bullish day. Small caps measured by Russell 2000 enjoyed the most consistent strength of all 3 days. Volatility also tends to be subdued ahead of Christmas, with significant declines occurring only in 2018, 2008, and 2001 and 2000. All right. Before that, we talked about the Santa Claus Rally and how important that is. And this is, again, important reading. If you're not familiar with the Santa Claus Rally, this really breaks it down to you. He says people are wrong if you're looking for a week before. Typically, we kind of make the low before Christmas, and then we rally right after Christmas. So, 1973, he first published it. Santa Claus Rally is a short, sweet rally that runs from the last 5 trading days of the year to the first 2 trading days of the new year. The average gains of 1.3%. Failure to rally tends to precede bear market rally. So we're going to pay attention to this, and hopefully everything's going to work out. Next week should be exciting. Last 5 days, it gives you some charts here. Again, you could go to this stuff, and maybe I'll post some of this into the post that I'll send out to you. So the current situation is like the 1974 midterm October low, December retest. A lot of dire news and conditions, and again, that is the Fed here is really raising the stakes, and there's a lot of they're pushing this rate hikes out further, the inflation, the possible recession. It is all bad news. So there's a lot of dire news, very similar to 1974. The Fed is clearly done taking orders from Wall Street, and Washington is bent on halting inflation. So they're going to do what they're going to do. The quarterly dot plot ticked up, and it looks like at least one more 50 basis point hike. It's working. Inflation is decelerating. Reality was that we will have higher inflation and rates for a while. But we've already been in a bear market and likely a recession. Bear markets bottom before recessions end, and the bull market starts when the street expects, and practically everyone is a bear right now. While it sure looks ugly out there, we contend the worst is behind it, and the bull is trying to emerge. So, again, we typically see the markets bottom here in mid-December ahead of the seasonal strong last half of the month, especially for small caps. And that used to be the January effect. It results in the January Santa Claus Rally, along with 2 other components of a January trifecta, includes the first 5 trading days of January and the full month of January barometer. So all 3 of those we're going to be paying attention to going into this. And again, you can see how well, when all 3 are up, the S&P has been up 90% of the time for the year, 28 out of 31 years, with an average gain of 17.5%. When any of them are down for the year, then it's reduced. All 3 are down, well, then, you know what, it's not going to be the best. But again, we're going to look for the January, we're going to look for this trifecta. Santa Claus Rally, first 5 trading days, and the January, overall January. Keep your eyes on the Santa Claus Rally for signs of a new bull or continuing bear. Watch for the rest of January indicator trifecta, and all 3 agree. Let's, we'll bust out the champagne here. All right, so we're anticipating a Santa Claus Rally this year. This is coming from Jeff himself. He says the Fed is likely to be done with the rate increases in the first quarter. We're also seeing supply chain constraints fading now, and China is loosening its COVID-19 restrictions. A lot of positive stuff on there. So I hope you enjoy that little tidbit, and we'll see you in the markets. I'm DayTraderRockStar for Day Trading Radio. We'll be broadcasting live tomorrow at DayTradingRadio.com. If you have free time, any free time, you can always tune in. We have the live trading all day long, and you'll really enjoy it. So have a great, and if I don't talk to you, have a great holiday, and we'll see you in the new year. And don't forget to take advantage of the NUTS coupon code if you're out there. If you're nuts, take advantage of it. You can't go wrong. We have a tremendous chat room, tremendous traders. It's going to be a great one. I'll see you tomorrow for the most bullish day of the year.
Market data connection reestablished.
Or one of the most bullish days of the year. Have a great one. I'll see you then.